Tonight, we report on a woman escaping a house fire in Moses Lake and a new staff member being added to the county coroner's office. What's going on in sports, Bob?
Moses Lake Track and Field turns in a solid performance in the last regular meet of the season, and Big Bend Baseball is eliminated from postseason play. Stick around and I'll give you all the details. Let's take a look at our Weather Center forecast.
And here in the weather department, we're watching a little bit of moisture overnight tonight. It should clear out during the day tomorrow. And by the weekend, things are really looking nice. All the details coming up.
I'm Alan Troop. Stay tuned for all of this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
A woman escaped a house fire in Moses Lake Tuesday night thanks to John and Tina Valdez. The fire started at the back of a carport at a home in the 1000 block of East Terrace Avenue. It moved along the structure, destroying a car. Assistant Fire Chief Pete Conjera said the fire entered the home through the attic and damaged about 40% of the home. The resident wasn't aware of the fire until the Valdezes told her that she was able to leave safely. The couple were coming to see her German Shepherd puppies. 11 firefighters responded with 5 fire trucks at 6:33 p.m. to find the structure engulfed in fire. They spent about 30 minutes extinguishing the fire and more time mopping up the scene. Conjera said the cause of the fire remains unknown and is still under investigation. The Grant County Coroner's Office added its first new position in nearly 20 years. Investigator K.C. Sherwood started at the coroner's office this week after the commissioners approved the position last year. Sherwood was a deputy coroner in Pend Oreille County and a U.S. Army Mortuary Affairs specialist. The coroner's office has been manned by 2 people since 1995, Coroner Craig Morrison and Chief Investigator Jerry Jasmine. In 2012, they investigated 200 deaths. The number increased to 409 cases last year. The coroner's office is tasked to investigate any death where the person dies suddenly. A single case can take as little as 3 or 4 hours or as much as 4 or 5 days. No one was injured in a vehicle fire in downtown Ephrata yesterday evening. Fire Chief Jeremy Burns spotted the smoke coming from a pickup truck on the corner of A Street and Nat Washington Way shortly before 7 p.m., he said. A man holding a jug of water was trying to extinguish the smoke coming from the truck. Burns said he asked the man whether he had called to report the fire, and learning he hadn't, notified the other firefighters about it. The volunteers had recently finished a training and responded to the fire. The flames were extinguished in about 15 minutes. More information was released about the Snohomish man who allegedly stole a car and fled from a collision on Interstate 90 where 2 women were injured. Prosecutors charged Jared Vanden Bosch, a 21-year-old man, in Grant County Superior Court with possession of a stolen vehicle, hit and run, and making a false or misleading statement to a public servant. Bail is $20,000. Vanden Bosch reportedly stole his aunt's silver 2011 Subaru Forester in Spokane. A witness reported seeing him driving erratically on I-90 before trying to pass a Cadillac with 2 Moses Lake women. He reportedly struck the rear of the car, causing both vehicles to roll sideways off the highway. He fled on foot. Police reportedly found him later prowling the semi-trucks in the parking lot of a truck stop. He reportedly admitted to trying to steal a truck, but claimed he couldn't remember the collision. He allegedly said he drank a 30-pack of beer that day. Filing for Grant County's November election opens next week. People can run for any of the 23 federal, state, or county offices open for election in 2014. Candidates need to be a registered voter living in the area they hope to represent and pay a filing fee. The filing fee is 1% of the position's salary. Some positions, such as the prosecutor or a judge, have additional requirements. People can file in person at the Grant County Auditor's Office, located at the Grant County Courthouse in room 203. They can file online by following the links in the auditor's section of the Grant County homepage located at www.grantcounty.wa.us. People can file through the mail as well. Filing for an elected office ends on May 16th. Now let's take a look at people currently being sought out by the Grant County Sheriff's Office.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at primetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We will be right back after this.
DQ $5 lunch. I'm really into it. One thing I can't decide. Is it chicken strips, fries, and a drink with a free sundae? Or do you get a sundae with free chicken strips, fries, and a drink? Trick question. Both answers are correct.
Exactly, Sam. It's Fananomics. Entree, fries, drink, plus a sundae. The $5 lunch, only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local communities since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of these many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
And hi there, everybody. I'm meteorologist Don Morelli with you here on iFIBER Channel 1 News Weather. Your forecast is brought to you by Bud Cleary Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Well, the headline calls for us to look forward to a very nice weekend, but we have to get through a little bit of unsettled weather overnight tonight through portions of tomorrow. But then things brighten up for a very nice seasonal sunny weekend, and then gets rather hot as we slide into the work week next week, back into the 80s. Well, no 80s today. 68 degrees the afternoon high, too shy of the normal daytime high. And if I do the math correctly, it's about 28 degrees cooler than the record high set back in 1987. 44, right? Spot on for the normal morning low this morning. And in Moses Lake, we fell to 47 degrees, 69 the afternoon high, 93 and 35. Are the extremes, or record extremes, I should say, for the day. Right now, we're settling into a rather unsettled overnight time frame. Clouds are thickening on up, 62 degrees. Showers not too far away. In fact, some of you probably already seeing a few showers. In fact, let's take a look at what's happening. We have a Pacific front moving on in, and you can see quite a bit of Pacific moisture with it. So it has to come through overnight tonight, and as I put it in motion, you see it does so. It sort of falls apart. But we still have quite a bit of instability in the air tomorrow. So even if we break out into the rain shadow a little bit, you know, where things dry out normally here in the Columbia Basin, afternoon heating could bubble up a few showers, spot showers. See how spotty they were there. But during the weekend, we slide in and things get more settled, and the shower threat decreases pretty significantly. You can see how we really dry out later in the weekend. So things are brightening on up. Now, over the next 24 hours, western areas of the state, again, shower, thunderstorms is the best chance there. But otherwise, just a spot shower otherwise, and temperatures generally into the 60s. In fact, taking a look here, a little cooler than normal, but still not too bad. Mild temperatures, 66 degrees here, Bridgeport 63 degrees. And again, keep the umbrella handy. There could be a spot shower mixed in between the rays of sunshine. So the shower threat tomorrow ends. Saturday, still in the mid-60s. Sunday, 71 degrees. And again, that's still seasonal. But notice, Monday, getting well up into the 70s. Actually, wouldn't be surprised if we hit the 80s, but we should be well into the 80s as we slide into the midweek time frame next week, and pretty tranquil weather pattern coming our way. Overnight lows a little chilly. Notice Sunday morning, wouldn't be surprised, one or two of you in the 30s. But all in all, I think you can agree, going to be a nice weekend. Hope you have some good plans coming your way. Of course, your forecast was brought to you by Bud Cleary Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Stay here. Sports is next.
It's been called the most inspiring vehicle ever made, boasting a 5-star safety rating and named as a top safety pick. It's also done more to help our environment than any other car in the world. It's Toyota's Prius. Now with your choice of the regular model, the larger Prius V, or the smaller Prius C, saving fuel, reducing harmful CO2 emissions, and offered to you with excellent savings. Toyota's Prius family. Drive one today at any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers. Toyota. Let's go places.
Did you know that Little Chiefs Childcare is expanding their Juniper Street location? This great new place across from Moses Lake Clinic is designed just for preschool and school-aged children. For over 8 years, Little Chiefs kids like me have found the love and attention every child needs to be healthy and happy. The grown-ups there have gone to college, so they know how to make sure kids from 1 month to 12 years old have a great place to learn and play. Come join our growing Little Chiefs tribe.
Welcome back. I'm Bob Kirkpatrick with today's sports. It was a beautiful afternoon for track and field when the Chiefs hosted Davis and Wenatchee in a dual meet at Moses Lake High School Wednesday. The Lady Chiefs took full advantage of the ideal weather conditions to dominate the girls' competition, beating the Panthers 94-56 and racing past the Pirates 120-29. The Moses Lake boys split the meet, besting Davis 90-50 and losing to Wenatchee 95-45. Alicia Overland proved why she is ranked in the top 10 in the state at the 4A level in several track events. Overland placed first in the 100, 200, and 400 meters, first in the 300 hurdles, and was also a member of the first place 4x100 relay team. The Chiefs boys team had a handful of top 5 finishes on the day. The highest placers of the meet were Colton Rose, who took first in the shot put, and Ben Crowell, who finished first in the triple jump. Jackson Welch, performing in his first meet of the year for Moses Lake, placed third in the competition. Next stop for the Chiefs is the first round of the 4A Big 9 District Track Meet at Eastmont High School, May 22nd. Big Bend baseball hit the road to Pasco yesterday, looking to sweep a doubleheader from Columbia Basin College and remain in contention for the 4th and final playoff spot out of the NWAC East Region Conference. But the Vikings dropped both contests and were eliminated from postseason play. Big Bend, with 11 wins and 15 losses, finishes the season at home with a doubleheader with the Blue Mountain Timberwolves Saturday. The first game is scheduled for a 1 p.m. start. The first round of the NFL Draft is tonight at Radio City Music Hall in New York City. The Seahawks have the 32nd overall pick. Projections for the player the Hawks will take with their selection are mixed. Many believe the secondary needs depth, while receiver is also a position of concern. Draft prognosticators also think Seattle may trade its first-round pick for additional late-round picks. Rounds 2 and 3 of the draft are tomorrow night. Rounds 4 through 7 will be held Saturday. The Mariners and Athletics split an afternoon doubleheader in Oakland Wednesday. Fill-in starter Drew Pomeranz pitched 5 scoreless innings for his second win in his past 20 starts, and the Oakland Athletics salvaged a split of the doubleheader by beating the Seattle Mariners 2-0 in the nightcap. The Mariners overcame a shaky start from ace Felix Hernandez to win the opener 6-4 on Justin Smoak's 2-out single in the 10th inning. Seattle kicks off a 4-game series with the Kansas City Royals at Safeco Field tonight. Well, that's it for sports. We'll be right back after this.
Searching for that perfect place to settle down? Whether you're looking for an elegant single-story, spacious 2-story, or a custom home on acreage, Aho Construction can aid your decision with a streamlined production process that saves time, money, and natural resources. Compare us to other builders and see for yourself what advantages you can get by choosing an Aho home. Our philosophy is that we do things right the first time around. Start planning your dream house today with Aho Construction. Call 509-766-1366.
Bud Clary Ford Honda is proud to be an automotive leader in our area. Since opening our doors over 54 years ago, we have kept a firm commitment to our customers. We offer a wide selection of vehicles and hope to make the car buying experience as quick and hassle-free as possible. You can trust that we will get you into the car or truck of your dreams. Bud Cleary has an experienced and reliable service and parts department that is open extra hours to help fit our customers' hectic schedules. Come for a test drive today at 1200 South Pioneer Way. We are a proud supporter of Columbia Basin Athletics.
Our spotlight story tonight is about Soap Lake's skate park renovation. Here with the story is Jeff Chu.
Kenneth Doris, a Smokeyam Alternative School student, was quick to praise improvements to Soap Lake's skate park.
Way better, by far.
Soap Lake business owners Tom and Sue Rawls led the skate park improvement project. The Rawls, who own Soap Lake Yacht Club, a paddleboard and kayak rental shop, pulled together a team of community volunteers. They moved several skateboard trick ramps from the town of Elmira, about 40 miles away. Elmira closed its skate park to expand other park facilities. It took 4 trips, a donated forklift, and 3 trailers to haul all the equipment to the facility at Smokeyam Park, formerly East Beach. Some of the ramps, such as the half pipe, were accepted as is with the idea of upgrading them later. Kenneth said he would be willing to pitch in to fix the ramps and even raise money needed to do the job.
We could probably do something like fundraisers or something, because they're going to need about $3,000 or something to fix it, because all the wood is rotted.
Project leader Tom Rawls says it's now up to Soap Lake's leaders and skate park users to come forward and add the finishing touches to the park's equipment.
The deck has to be rebuilt on that half pipe because of the fact that it was just made out of just 2x6s that weren't outdoor grade. So we're gonna, when we put it back together, we're gonna use outdoor grade material and it'll last a lot longer.
The Rawls say they are grateful to those volunteers who helped them move the skate park components.
I had 5 people from the fire department. I had 2 people from the food bank, several private parties that helped. There was like 3 or 4 private parties that helped, 3 trailers, and one person loaned us another car hauler trailer, so they gave us 3 trailers on the initial part of the move.
Before the Rawls effort, the park wasn't much more than a large concrete slab, a metal ramp, and a small rail.
Well, the people of Soap Lake were excited to get it. You can see that we got quite a few kids down here today, and there's been, with the kids, it's great for them, so it kind of gives them some place to come and hang out and practice skateboarding. Maybe one of these days they'll be like a Tony Hawk or something. Who knows?
I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
We will be right back after this.
My mom was never comfortable in any of her chairs. Getting in and out of them was hard on her joints. We found a solution at In-Home Medical. They have a great selection of lift chairs. Many cost less than national brand recliners. Some even featuring heating and vibration for added comfort. They can take her from a flat sleeping position to nearly standing. We found everything she needs for a much better quality of life at In-Home Medical.
A massage at Not Released Therapies is far more than mere luxury. We strive to improve your health and well-being in the process. The stress of everyday life adds up and can cause depression, even bodily harm. That's why our professionals make it their mission to rejuvenate your body and mind. Enjoy the benefits of body wraps, sunless airbrush tanning, aroma steam therapy, and much more. In our opinion, everyone deserves a day of relaxation and peace of mind. Not Released Therapies in Moses Lake, where relaxation means good health.
In Northwest News, the mother of a 9-year-old girl who was arrested, handcuffed, and put into adult jail in 2013 talked about the incident in front of a Portland panel. LaToya Harris says she'll never get that image out of her head. Reporter Joel Iwanaga has more.
My daughter got scared. She was scared. An emotional LaToya Harris relives her family's personal nightmare when 2 Portland officers came to her house and arrested her 9-year-old daughter. I'm told the child was still wearing a swimsuit at the time of her May 2013 arrest.
I'll never get the image out of my mind. They handcuffed her and walked her about 2 feet to the cop car and took her downtown.
Harris's daughter had gotten into a fight with another 9-year-old at the Boys and Girls Club days before the arrest. She and her lawyers testified before the Citizens Review Committee and are demanding sweeping police bureau policy changes when taking young children into custody.
And they treated her like a hardened criminal. It just should not have happened.
I checked into police bureau policy. I found the officers did nothing wrong, but the bureau admits there is a gap in policy. They call these officers' actions excessive and want policy changed.
My daughter has never been the same after this. We're talking about a straight A, spunky, sassy, sensitive girl who now is sad and angry.
Police tell me handcuffs are used for safety reasons and not to intimidate even a young child. But Harris calls the move bullying and objects to the officer's action.
A state fish and wildlife officer issued a written warning to a man who drove while his wife shot video of a moose running through a Wenatchee neighborhood. Enforcement Officer Graham Grant told the Wenatchee World the department wants to make a statement that it's unlawful to do anything to harass a moose. He says the moose was obviously in distress last weekend and ran toward a parking lot and traffic because the car was following it. Grant says moose should be left alone to find their own way. The U.S. military is instituting new regulations on tattoos that has many soldiers rushing to get their body art done before the new rules kick in. Matt Lorch has the story.
Lincoln Needle Tattoos.
And the military base is just right there down the street from us.
For tattoo shops near JBLM, military means big business.
We get a lot of the military guys coming in that have just come back from deployment or getting ready to go.
And right now, business is buzzing.
They're trying to get in before they have their pictures taken to get them all done.
Soldiers say they are racing to get tattooed before the ink dries on some new restrictions for body art.
I think it's bogus, you know. I really think tattoos always been part of that culture in tattoos, and I think it's wrong.
Like many of his buddies, former Marine Sergeant and current Department of Defense worker Don Yeskis is still healing from this weekend.
Oh, they're rushing. They're trying to get it done as fast, get grandfathered in before they catch on. So
from this point on, any new tattoos that can be seen in physical training clothing are forbidden, along with sexist, racist, or indecent ink jobs.
You're going to give an 18 to a 21-year-old kid a gun to defend our rights and our freedom. Why shouldn't they be able to show their art for the ones that have fallen?
Tattoo artists worry the bottom line could go from black to red.
It's going to hurt the industry a little bit, especially with shops around the military bases.
And for the men and women whose actions often speak louder than words?
Sometimes they don't say it with words, they say it with their tattoos.
It's just a way to express ourselves. It's who we are.
They feel these new regulations are anything.
I'm proud of the Simplify. That one's kind of cool.
But faithful.
Just get it done. Who knows, just put them on anyways, That's just me.
And that's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.